Subsonication, episode number 2, here on the Electronic DJ Network. And if you're listening to this, you're obviously watching the stream, but you should totally get more of your friends to join the stream. And if you have a YouTube account, you can join us in the live chat. Once you're signed into YouTube, the chat window should pop up to the right-hand side of the video panel. So you can chat with me and other people that listen to the show as well. And yeah, so welcome back to Subsonication. Warming up for my gig at Skyfire tomorrow. I'll talk more about that in a bit, but in the meantime, get your friends to tune in, get them to join the chat room. Also, if you like what you hear, hit subscribe, totally helps me out. Also, send me track requests and any other stuff like that, questions, just ask it in the chat room, and I'll get to them when I can.
That is where I'm going. This is the sound of the underground. Underground, 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 underground. You and me, we play amongst the stars, forever searching, ever learning, find just who we are. You and me will have eternity, forever wanting, ever dreaming, that's just where we'll be.
Word up. My name's Mark 5, and you've been tuned in to the sounds of myself for about the past half hour now here on Subsonication on the Electronic DJ Network. So I like to take a mid-show break to go over news and other announcements. So in my old radio show, I used to just talk about kind of news related to my own DJ career, but that was sort of to limit the scope of what I had to talk to or talk about on my last show. So I'm going to widen it a bit with this show. Try to talk about more music industry related things because I can talk more on this show now. On the last show, they didn't want me to talk as much. So, you know, I had to narrow the scope. So, first up in the news, which I actually meant to talk about last week, but I totally forgot, is that HTID in the Sun, I'm pretty sure is selling tickets, or has been selling tickets for a while, but they announced their new venue. Okay, so their old venue was in Spain. So if you're not familiar with HTID in the Sun, HTID in the Sun is basically like this giant hardcore festival on the beach or in a club near the beach, and they have beach-related events as well, and like a poolside stage, boat stages, like literally a small like boat with a deck or a booth set up on it, out in the water, like literally in the Atlantic Ocean, and hardcore DJs from everywhere, primarily the UK, because this is UK hardcore, but you know, tons of hardcore DJs and fans, like, all descend upon Spain for HTID in the Sun, which for I think the past like 5 to 7 years or so has been held in this beachside town in Spain called Lloret de Mar. I don't know the exact Spanish pronunciation of it, but for this year, they've actually changed up their location by quite a bit. So Lloret de Mar is on the northern coast of Spain, and it did not exactly have the greatest reputation. Like most underground events, like the location of the town, or the town itself, was kind of known as like this seedier type of town to go to. I've definitely played in many a seedy venue before. But the really cool thing about this year's HTID in the Sun is that it's going to be in Mallorca, which is an island off the south coast of Spain, or the southeastern coast of Spain. And it's similar to Ibiza, but a much larger island. And like it's like a top like destination spot in Europe, from what I understand, to vacation on the beach or on an island. So that's going on. I would be going if I weren't going to Tamarax's bachelor party in Las Vegas. We are spending a decent amount of money for that. It's going to be the same weekend as the Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather fight. So that's just driving up prices for everything. But that's going to be awesome. I may have some cool stuff to share from that, but that's a couple months away. Or, yes, a little over a month and a half away. So that is why I will not be at HTID in the Sun again. Also in the news, Gammer is releasing his new album called Literally Everything, which is going to be literally everything by Gammer. Alright, so not so big secret, I'm not much of a Gammer fan, but this is a really cool idea, especially because he's putting it up for sale for 10 British pounds, which I think is going to be about $18 to $20 US. And he's also posting it on Bandcamp, which allows you to download in multiple formats, including FLAC, which is nice, crisp, lossless audio quality. So go check that out on Gammer's page. I'm almost out of music here, so I'm going to fly through the last couple of things. So my next gig, and the point of this show is to warm up for Skyfire, which is tomorrow in Worcester at Club Oasis, aka London Billiards, on 70 James Street in Worcester, Massachusetts. I'll be spinning up the hardcore room, or some hardcore there, in one of the rooms, the main room, from 11 to 12:30 tomorrow night. Come check me out. The link to the event and its details is actually in the video description. I remembered this week. So yeah, check that out there. Come out and see me if you can. Also, I mentioned buying more equipment for the radio show, and I did that this past week. and it's also for Skyfire. All right, so I'm just gonna let the music not be there for a minute here while I just mention this thing and one other thing. So I have it shown on the camera or through the video stream right now, and this is a Sony 4K action cam, which is brand new this year. They just announced it at CES, and it's the first 4K action cam that they've ever released, and they were just in stores like this past weekend, and I happened to be in the store looking for cameras, and I picked this up. I was going to replace the overhead cam, which I use for the main booth shot, because the overhead cam has a crappy frame rate. But I saw this, and I think I'm going to get a lot of cool video out of it. And this will be another camera source once I get a capture card for the studio PC over there. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm really looking forward to using this thing to record my set at Skyfire. So hopefully we'll have even more video content going to the channel from Skyfire, and we can do cool gig recordings like that, so you can see just kind of what it's like at my gigs and other people's gigs. So yay for that. Last point that I wanted to bring up is that out of the blue on, I think it was Monday or Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday. I was contacted for a gig in May. The details aren't quite hammered out for that yet. My details are, but I'm waiting for everyone else's details and the big event announcement to come out before I can tell you about it, really. So yay for that. Looking forward to spinning in May again. Really cool place. Wish I could tell you more, but that would sort of give it away for all the locals. So yeah, keep a lookout for that. If you like what you've been hearing from myself, head over to my Facebook fan page. It'll scroll up in the upper left corner of the video screen here in like another minute or two, along with the rest of my social media links. So yep, I'm out of music, and we're going to start this next one from the top. Be sure to get your friends to tune in and join the chat. Send me those track requests, and let's do it up.
Give me that treble, I wanna take over to the next level. You say you want more, I'm getting ready. It's about to blow, about to get heavy. You say you're going up, well we get down. We run this party, run the whole town. You take it one shot, make mine a double. On form tonight, making big trouble. We like it loud, like it loud, like it loud. We like it loud, like it loud, like it loud. We like it loud, like it loud, like it loud. We like it loud, like it loud, like it. Just join me with the bassline, 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 bass, 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 bass. Like it loud. treble. I wanna take over to the next level. You say you want more, I'm getting ready. It's about to blow, about to get heavy. You say you're going up, well we get down. We run this party, run the whole town. You're taking one shot, make mine a double. On form tonight, making big trouble. We like it loud, like it loud, like it loud. We like it loud, like it loud, like it loud. We like it loud, like it loud, like it loud. We like it loud, like it loud, like it loud. The bassline, kill me with the sound, down, down. We make noise. We like to get down, 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 down. Just show me with the bassline, kill me with the sound, down, 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 down. Like it loud. Just show me with the
to force that smile when I see our old friends and I'm alone. Still harder, getting up, getting dressed, living with this regret. But I know if I could do it over, I would trade, give away all the words that I saved in my heart that I left unspoken. What hurts the most was being so close and having so much to say. Watching you walk away and never knowing what could have been. Not seeing that loving you is what I was trying to do. I'm not afraid to cry every once in a while, even though going on with you gone still upsets me. There are days every now and again I pretend I'm okay, but that's not what gets me. What hurts the most was being so close and having so much to say. I'm watching you walk away and never knowing what could have been. Not seeing that loving you is what I was trying to do. What hurts the most was being so close, having so much to say. I'm watching you walk away, never knowing what could have been. Not seeing that loving you is what I was trying to do. I can take the rain on the roof of this empty house. That don't bother me. I can take a few tears now and then and just let 'em out. I'm not afraid to cry every once in a while, even though going on with you gone still upsets me. There are days every now and again I pretend I'm okay, but that's not what gets me. Getting up, getting dressed, living with this regret. But I know if I could do it over, I would trade, give away all the words that I saved in my heart that I left unspoken. Hey, don't walk away. Never knowing what could have been. Not seeing that loving you is what I was trying to do.
Salvation is reserved for those who pass the test. If you survive, an elevated existence awaits. Initiate phase 1. Power up the breeze cannon. Fire. breeze cannon. Salvation is reserved for those who pass the test. If you survive, an elevated existence awaits. Initiate phase 1. Power up the breeze cannon. Fire!
right, everyone. Thanks for tuning in for the past hour to Subsonication here on the Electronic DJ Network. You've been tuned into the sounds of myself, Mark 5. If you like what you've been hearing from myself, head over to my Facebook fan page, facebook.com/Mark5Hardcore. That's M as in music, ARK, the number 5, Hardcore. And it's also in the upper left hand of the screen, along with the rest of my social media links. Still working on the new website. SoundCloud needs to be updated. Twitter, I need to fix mine. So yeah, it's all a work in progress. But from the Facebook fan page, you can keep up with my upcoming gigs, radio shows, music-related posts. My next gig is tomorrow night in Worcester, Massachusetts at Club Oasis, aka London Billiards, on 70 James Street. I'm spinning up in the main room from 11 p.m. to 12:30, and also sharing the booth with me are Lady E and Mike Bounce, two very important people in the local scene. More harder style DJs, hardcore DJs on the lineup as well. Come and check it out. The link to that event is in the video description below. So yeah, come and see me live. Hope to see you there. Thanks for tuning in. And until next week, keep it hard. Or keep hitting it hard. Yeah, that first one didn't sound right. Word.